You like that, right? Yeah, you like that, right? That beginning thing. Ah, Strange Planet is here. I want to talk about this lightsaber. Yes, we're approaching slowly and surely. In about 1 month exactly, will be Star Wars: The Last Jedi in theaters, and I already got my tickets. But I want to talk about something specific today. I want to talk about this particular lightsaber. I am talking about the Skywalker lightsaber. Now, this lightsaber has a history, okay? And this is the one that I've been walking around with, the Hasbro lightsaber. I've had it for several years now. And it's a replica, exact replica, of the one that Luke Skywalker received from Obi-Wan Kenobi in episode 4, A New Hope, back in 1977. And I want to talk about the history behind this particular lightsaber. This was the first lightsaber we ever saw in the Star Wars universe. When Obi-Wan gave it to Luke, and he turned it on, and he was like, whoa. Well, and and we were all like, whoa, what is that? For those of you who saw the prequels, okay, in episode 2, we see a young Anakin Skywalker, played by Hayden Christensen, right? He has a lightsaber, but it's not this one yet. It's not this one. It's actually, if you take a good look at it, it actually looks more like the one that he would have as Darth Vader, except it wouldn't be, like the emitter wouldn't be black, it would be silver, so it's like a lighter version of it, basically. That's what he had. Of course, in episode 2, because he's all in love with Padme, and, there's that whole ABC After School special thing going on in that film. What happens is he breaks the lightsaber. After Obi-Wan warning him, hey, you got to be careful with this thing. This weapon is your life, he told him. And Geonosis, in that factory thing, when they were like making these machines, the thing smashed his lightsaber. So he didn't have a lightsaber anymore after that. He used like a generic one later on to fight Count Dooku, because we all know how that turned out. So somewhere in between episode 2 and episode 3, he made himself a brand new lightsaber. It was this one. And we saw it. We saw this one in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. When he ignited it and he was fighting the battle droids, when he fought Count Dooku, when he killed Count Dooku with that lightsaber, plus Count Dooku's own lightsaber, we see that he already has this lightsaber. I saw it and I said, oh, okay, that's the lightsaber we're talking about here. Of course, at the end of episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan picks the lightsaber up after it falls on the ground on Mustafar, after cutting off Anakin's legs and arms, leaving him for dead by the molten lava to burn to death. You see him take the lightsaber, and he takes it with him. We all know where it ends up, almost 20 years later in episode 4, giving it to Luke. So it becomes Luke's lightsaber. Now, Luke uses it to train to become a Jedi, also in time. But then when Empire Strikes Back kicks in, and he has to face Darth Vader, and he didn't have to. Obi-Wan, as a ghost, as a Force ghost, and Yoda both told him, don't do that. You're not ready for it yet. You're not ready for Vader yet. And Luke was there, I'm going to go, I got to save my friends. And of course, we all know the story about that. And then what happens is, of course, as we know, Luke and Vader fought. Vader won. Vader kicked his butt. Vader cut off his hand. And it went flying off on Cloud City, into the bowels of Cloud City, his hand, along with this lightsaber. One has to wonder. I've always wondered whether Vader recognized the lightsaber Luke was wielding when they were fighting. I wonder if he knew, hey, I made that. I think there is a connection that Jedi and Sith have with their particular weapons. I have a feeling Vader knew. So, of course, because he lost that one, Luke built the green one that we see in Return of the Jedi, which is pretty badass. It has a similar design to Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. Now, the idea was that Luke went back to Obi-Wan's old hut on Tatooine during his exile there and found the box where he had this. And the green, and from there he built the green lightsaber. He took the instructions on how to build the lightsaber that, that Obi-Wan had. The instructions to build that were in the box, and Luke used that to build the green lightsaber. There's some theories out there that the kyber crystal, the green one that Luke used to put into that green lightsaber, was actually in the box, and that Obi-Wan's been holding it all these years. Whose? Qui-Gon Jinn's. He took it from that lightsaber after Qui-Gon's death and held the kyber crystal dear to him all these years. Wow, talk about a token of affection. So just when we thought we saw the end of this particular lightsaber, we will never see it again. Holy God, what happens in Episode 7, The Force Awakens? What happens in Episode 7, The Force Awakens? Rey hears a voice. She goes down to in the basement of Maz Kanata's bar or place to hang out, and she finds this box. She opens it, and what does she find? This. I was shocked. When I first saw that, I was like, what happened? Pretty awesome, I have to say. I was like, dang, I never thought I'd see that one again. But there it was. She touched it. She had the vision. There's a connection she had made with this lightsaber. All right? Maz Kanata made it clear to her. It was once Luke's, and it was his father's before him, and now it calls to her. What's the significance behind that? Of course, we saw what happened. Rey left the lightsaber. She ran out of there. She was like, I can't do this. And then this guy, Finn, took it. Finn ain't no Jedi. Get over it. But he walked around and he used it as best he could. He fought off a couple of stormtroopers and he fought Kylo Ren with this. Of course, because he's not a Jedi, Kylo Ren made quick ease of him. Kylo Ren recognized the lightsaber. He was like, that lightsaber belongs to me. And then it just kept on getting to that point. So they fought, and that was it. And then Rey took it. Rey used the Force, and it fell into her hand, and she attacked Kylo Ren with a ferocity that was like amazing. And what do we see? We see at the end of The Force Awakens, Rey going to Ahch-To, where Luke is at, and she finds him, and he looks at her, and she takes out the lightsaber, and she holds it out to him. And he's standing there looking at it with his eyes welling up, probably wondering if they found the hand too. It was a great ending to The Force Awakens. What The Last Jedi is going to bring? It's another story. Now, will Luke wield this lightsaber again? Rey does, but will Luke wield it again? And where's Luke's green one? He didn't lose that. Maybe we'll find out in this film. Having said that, okay, that is the history so far of the Skywalker lightsaber, okay? And Wide Range Media, which I am a part of with my buddies Alex and Pablo, we're having a contest between now and the release of the movie. The first 300 subscribers to Wide Range Media Podcast has a chance to win what's called the Rey lightsaber. It's going to still be in the box, fresh as new, and because it will be new, and it will be in the box, and it will be for a lucky winner by the time The Last Jedi is released. So, for those of you who are interested in becoming a subscriber to Wide Range Media Podcast, I'll put the link below. Check us out. What are your thoughts about the Luke Skywalker lightsaber? Talk to me. Comment below and share with me your thoughts and feelings. All you Star Wars fans out there, let's talk more about the Skywalker lightsaber. Prof Perez, Strange Planet. Take care.